Hey everybody, and welcome to our end of the year quick update for horror film lovers. I'm Jonathan Moody. I'm the host, and I'm here with
John Ward.
John Ward, who's my guest host for Mainstream Mondays, and then we do a lot of horror film lovers reviews and stuff. Now, if you've sort of noticed, in November, things were a little bit stale as far as like I didn't get a lot of stuff done as much as I wanted to. I want to do more horror film lover reviews and things like that. We did just release The Hunt. So we've got we got one that we're going to be doing for Christmas-ish kind of thing. I don't know if we've mentioned it before, so I don't want to I don't want to say it yet because it's kind of a surprise. But John and I are reviewing a Christmas Christmas themed horror film for horror film lovers reviews. And we're keeping a lot with our Blumhouse kind of theme for a lot of this stuff. So that's cool. And then we've got stuff coming in January and February. So that stuff's not going to stop. Coming up in January and February, but there is going to be a few things that will take the back seat, including Mainstream Monday, right? We will be taking a little bit of a break for two months from after December. January and February, there will be no more Mainstream Monday until March. And then March, I think The Nun 2 and what's the other one?
Yeah,
Insidious
Nun
5.
2, Insidious 5, and Area 51.
Well, Area 51's part of, I think, the air horror film lovers reviews, so that'll be there. That's not a mainstream Monday. Um, I'm keeping with the ones that are James Wan and themed, and everything. Not anything Christopher Landon or Warren Pelly will be their own, horror film lovers reviews.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah, then it should just be Insidious 5 and Nun 2. I think
None
that's
two.
it.
Yep. I think
Because
those are
nothing
those two,
is,
and then I do you want to tell them what we're doing right after that? Are you okay with us announcing that?
yeah, I believe that we're going to be doing the Saw series.
The Saw series, which is also
Because,
James Wan, so
yeah,
that'll
Saw X just came out, so all of them are now available.
yeah, so we'll be diving into the Saw movies, which I've only seen the first one. Not gonna lie.
Seriously?
That's all I've seen is the first one, yeah.
Wow. So I am curious of what you think, because I think I've seen each one probably like three, four times. I
Yeah.
used to just put them on and I'd write or clean the house or whatever, because they were just so they were short but really entertaining. So yeah, I love the Saw movies. It would probably be my third favorite franchise. Yeah,
Um,
third or fourth.
I was in LA and I met Brendan Mitchell, Wet Movie One. And his buddy Aaron, and we were chit-chatting outside Priscilla's coffee place in Burbank, and he looks over and he goes, "Is that Tobin Bell sitting over there?" And none of us wanted to like go over and find out, like don't
Just kind of
bother
look
Mr. Bell while
like
he's
going,
enjoying his coffee, you know, and everything. But I think he was just sitting out. He might have just been sitting outside, drinking his coffee. I thought it looked like him, but I didn't want to bother him and say, "Are you Mr. Tobin Bell?" I would call him Mister, because that shows some respect to Jigsaw. Um, but yeah, I've only seen the first one. I don't know. I have a whole collection of them that I think gives up to like seven or eight, you know. But and I know there's 10, right? Because there's Saw X, and then and I have Spiral on 4K,
yeah,
but
it ends with 3D, which would be seven, and then it goes, yeah, spiral, then it goes Jigsaw, Spiral, and
yeah, I
then
think the
Saw
only one I
10.
don't have is Jigsaw, so I'm gonna have to buy that. But yeah, I know I have
I
Spiral.
like them all. It's kind of like the Paranormal Activity series. Some are better than others, but I like them all.
Yeah, so we'll get into that, and that'll be some fun stuff to do next year for season three. Um, It's weird. I keep thinking Mainstream Monday's been going on for a long time, but it's because each season goes up to about 28 episodes, and everything. So I don't know if there will be that many this season because we have changed sort of the way it is. So it's not going every week. It's not every week's mainstream Monday. It's every it's just two episodes a month, and everything. I think that's easier because we've got a million things that we do. We can't,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
it's difficult. When I first started One Filmmaker, it was supposed to be one every 2 weeks, and then it ended up being one every week. And then it's like,
Mhm.
this is too much. Now it's like one a month.
And
So
it's gonna be what
if I stuck with the plan, I'd probably have like 500 of them by now, but I'm only up to like 60.
there you go. My idea was like for Indie Corner was doing it once a week because I was obsessed with Inside of You podcast with Michael Rosenbaum, and I like how he does it once a week. So I was like, I gotta do that. And then I and then that became a pain in the ass before, but I think I am bringing that back. So, yeah. It's gonna be an interesting year, I think, coming up. And it's so weird to like think about the next year, like the month before, almost the month before, because we're actually shooting this in November, but this will be out in December 1st, this quick review or quick update. Um, so it's just weird to like think like, what is going to be, but I have things written out. I'm kind of a little more organized than some people are in the YouTube thing. I like to have things organized and know where I'm gonna go with it, you know.
Sure.
So, but anyway, that's about it, I think. If there's anything we're trying to get, my goal is to try to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of next year you know, um, might happen earlier than that, but who knows? So if you haven't subscribed, but you're checking this stuff out, please subscribe. Let us know that you are a part of it and we'll subscribe back, especially if you're just like me, another loving Blu-ray and horror lover, and stuff. So, all right. Okay. Last thing. So we've got other shows that are still going to be going on, and we're not taking a break. Wait, are we? We might be taking a break for To Be Tuesday, but I'm not sure because I think we just started that, so we don't really want to take a break on it yet. It's too early. So To Be Tuesday is still going. And then horror film lover reviews is still going to go, and some of them are going to be solo with me, and some of them will be with John, or I might get a guest horror lover, fan. The podcast for horror film lovers is still happening on Indie Film Cafe's network, so check that out. That comes back in March. And then let's see what else. I think that might be it. Um, oh, and the first time watch Fridays that ends in this month. So for until March. So damn, a lot of stuff ending, in December. Sorry, people. You know, we're gonna have to have a few things happening at least once a week so that at least there's content coming to this channel. You know, that's the plan. So at least there will be like a horror film lover reviews and there might be a To Be Tuesday as well. So with that though, thank you, John, for, I know you had a few things to say on here, mainly the mainstream Monday and the horror film lover stuff. But
Well,
we're
I'll probably bring back at some point. Maybe I'll do the same thing March or something for reviews after midnight.
yeah, yeah.
I do like doing them, and since it's only once a month, I think I've taken a long enough break. So yeah, probably early next year, maybe sometime February, March, somewhere in there. I'll start that back up again. I've been watching movies that I do want to review, so I probably should hop on that. Have a few ready to go.
That's the thing. I've got this and I've got Blu-ray Hunter reviews, and they're basically just me saying my thoughts on certain movies, and usually movies I enjoy, or something, Like, I don't really like to do too many I don't like unless I really need to say how much I didn't like it. You know what I mean? There
Deep
was
movie
one I couldn't
thoughts with
even
Jonathan Moody.
watch. I couldn't even watch. There's a movie that Josh Trank did. I just couldn't even watch it. I just stopped. It's like this is just crap. It wasn't Fantastic Four, but it was one he did after that. There was some mob movie he did, and I was just like, oh,
That was, yes, I've seen it. That was tough to get through.
I
I don't care. I liked Fantastic Fan Four Stick. I liked Fan Four
Fan
Stick.
Four Six. I've heard good things about it, which I just haven't seen. But I also heard how he really fucked that up. But
Him and
that's
the studio,
yeah.
yeah. So
It's the clashes, it's people clashing with each other.
it's going to be a lot better than what they're going to be coming out with.
Might be, you know, might very well be. And they were diverse too, because they had Johnny Storm was an African American
But
character.
they didn't make a big deal out of it. That's the thing is, and you know the actor's good. He's
Yeah,
so you know
fantastic actor.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, yeah, the
Michael D. Yeah,
freaking Creed, you know.
yeah. Now that Creed 3 did so well, they it's been confirmed Creed 4. So we'll see what
Nice.
happens with that. But yeah, I think people should give Fan Four Stick a second chance. It's very dark,
I like
but
Miles Teller, man. He's one of my favorites. Like I just
I I've seen the film a couple times now, and I wasn't a fan of him as Mr. Fantastic at first, but yeah, I kind of it's grown on me. I kind of like it because
I
he's
like him.
supposed
I
to
just
be
like him. I think he's a great actor. So,
well, he's supposed to be very I don't know, like a handsome guy, and
I don't
it's
know.
which I
Some
don't think
people
he
might find him handsome. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean he was fine for what they were doing. Yeah, he's grown on me as Reed Richards. So
All right. Well, everybody, thank you guys for checking this out and our
that
discussion of
could
Marvel as well.
that could be my reviews after midnight. Maybe my first one will be Fan Four Stick since it's got such bad reviews. Maybe I can give it a good review.
Well, there you go. Reviews after midnight. The movies that get no love finally getting some love. Um, so
Yeah,
anyway, everybody, thank you guys so much. I'll be doing one of these for Blu-ray Hunter as well as Indie Film Cafe. And Indie Film Cafe, I'm gonna try to convince Paul to do too. So, thank you guys so much and hope you guys enjoyed this. See you next year. Bye.
peace.